Welcome to class. I'm teacher Sarah, and I'll be your guide through this essential explainer on nutrition. It's a topic that's absolutely crucial to our very existence. I mean, it literally dictates everything about how our bodies function. Yet, surprisingly, even a lot of medical schools still lack proper training in it. Well, today, we're going to change that for you. Let's get started.
Here's a quick look at our syllabus for today's masterclass. 1. The foundation. 2. Essential macronutrients. 3. Mighty micronutrients. 4. Guidelines and labels. And finally, 5. The global crisis. We're going step by step, from the microscopic needs of your cells all the way to the macroscopic state of our global population.
All right, let's dive right into Module 1, the foundation of nutrition.
We define nutrition scientifically as the study of nutrients in food, how the body uses them, and their relationship to diet, health, and disease. Put simply, it's providing the exact materials necessary for cells and organisms to support life. Every single living being depends on it.
To keep things simple, scientists usually divide the 6 classes of nutrients into 2 main buckets. First up, we've got macronutrients. These are the heavy lifters you consume in large quantities to actually get your energy. Second, we have micronutrients. You consume these in much smaller amounts, and while they don't give you energy, they are the fine-tuners. They're absolutely essential for keeping your body's processes running properly.
Let's look a little closer at those heavy lifters in Module 2, the essential macronutrients.
Now, take a look at how our bodies actually use these large-scale building blocks. First and foremost, water is our absolute most critical nutrient. It makes up a massive 60% of a human adult. It's the driving force behind vital functions like temperature regulation and waste removal. You literally cannot survive without it.
Next, we have the big 3 energy providers. Carbohydrates are your body's primary fuel source, naturally found in things like grains, nuts, legumes, and fruits. Then we've got proteins, which are built from nitrogen-containing amino acids. Think of these as your building blocks for structural repair and for creating new enzymes. Finally, we have the often misunderstood fats. Natural plant and animal fats are totally vital for energy storage, protecting your brain function, and acting as powerful anti-inflammatories.
But hey, a quick warning for the class here. When modern food manufacturing heavily processes these beautiful macronutrients, it completely strips away their value. The general rule of thumb is that if sugar, artificial colors, or flavors have been added and the texture or stability has been altered, then the food is considered to be heavily processed. And eating that, well, it drastically increases your risk for chronic diseases down the line.
Okay, moving right along to Module 3, the mighty micronutrients. So, how do these smaller, energy-free micronutrients build upon our foundation? Well, they're split into 2 groups. Vitamins are organic compounds containing carbon, which can be synthesized by plants and animals. Minerals, on the flip side, are inorganic chemical elements, like iron, calcium, and sodium, that come directly from the earth.
Here's a quick cheat sheet for your notes. These essential vitamins act as crucial regulators and antioxidants. Vitamin A is vital for your skin and eyes. Vitamin C gives you immune support and helps build bone and muscle structure. Vitamin D is all about bone growth and cardiovascular health. Vitamin E protects against cell damage. And those B vitamins? They're the essential regulators for your energy levels, brain function, and metabolism.
Which brings us to Module 4, Guidelines and Food Labels. So the million-dollar question is, how do we actually apply all this chemistry to our daily lives? Well, the World Health Organization sets essential global dietary baselines for a healthy diet. They actually note that optimal nutrition starts right in the very first 6 months of life, with exclusive breastfeeding to ensure cognitive development and healthy growth.
For adults, the WHO has some pretty specific, strict limits. We need less than 5 grams of salt per day. That's literally just about 1 teaspoon to prevent hypertension. We should keep free sugars to less than 10% of our total energy and cap our total energy from fats at 30%. Plus, it's absolutely vital to shift from saturated to unsaturated fats and just completely eliminate industrial trans fats to halt the rise of obesity and diabetes.
To help us actually follow these guidelines in the real world, tools like the FDA's Nutrition Facts label were updated back in 2016. These labels exist to help you, the consumer, make quick, informed choices about processed foods. They let us actively track exactly what macronutrients and micronutrients we're tossing into our grocery carts. Now, for our final module, Module 5, the Global Nutrition Crisis. We're zooming out to see how the world is actually doing on its nutrition report card. And unfortunately, folks, we are failing.
According to the 2021 Global Nutrition Report, a staggering 2.2 billion men and women around the world are now overweight or obese. Just think about the scale of that number.
The crisis compounds even further when we look at childhood malnutrition. Right now, a severe lack of essential nutrients is coexisting right alongside skyrocketing rates of childhood overweight. Globally, 149.2 million children are stunted, 45.4 million are wasted, and simultaneously, 38.9 million are overweight.
Our current trajectory is honestly alarming. As the 2021 Global Nutrition Report tracks, we are dangerously off course from meeting global non-communicable disease targets. That includes our goals for reducing salt intake, halting adult obesity, and managing diabetes. We're simply missing the marks across the board.
To put it really simply, no region on Earth is meeting healthy diet recommendations. If we look at global diet deviations, we're eating 50% below the recommended levels of fruits and vegetables. We're 66% below where we should be for legumes and nuts. Meanwhile, our consumption of red and processed meat is just exploding, nearly 500% above the recommended limit. No way, right? But it's true.
And the financial cost of this systemic failure is immense. When bodies don't get the correct nutrients, systems break down, and healthcare costs just soar. To put that into perspective, the total cost of diagnosed diabetes in the U.S. alone hit $327 billion in 2017. The cost of inaction is just so much greater than the cost of actually teaching and applying good nutrition.
So, for your homework today, I want to leave you with this thought. If profoundly changing our food systems is both an economic and an ethical imperative, how are you going to apply Nutrition 101 to your own plate today? Now that you know the exact science of what your cells need to thrive, what changes will you make to ensure a well-nourished future for yourself and for the planet? Class dismissed, but your journey to better health starts right now.